Alright, well guys, welcome back to the Fall and Rise podcast. Thank you once again to the Cino page. This is episode 3. So we're actually getting somewhere, I guess.
We're getting rolling. We're getting the ball rolling.
Yeah, man. So it's actually kind of fun, kind of turned into like a bit of a routine.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of fun.
I know, I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just, because I know Sunday nights are weird. Things are like, I know, because I'm a little tired. It's not a long week, busy week.
Yeah, I'm hella tired. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
You work today too, huh?
I work today.
Yeah, I didn't even work today. I just
chilling.
chilling. I went to watch a D2 game. I watched Momo versus Brebev.
Okay.
D2. Momo won. Congrats to them. But yeah, what else did I do? Oh shit. Oh, my friend Frank Ampek. It was his birthday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's a guy I played with at Concordia. He played at St. Foy.
Okay.
God, he was nasty. He should have had a great career, but didn't pan out like that. But he was good, man. So yeah, shout out to Frank because he was legit. Yeah, how about you? You do anything for Halloween or anything like that?
I didn't do anything for Halloween. I mean, I had a party like not this Saturday, but the one before that.
Yeah, no, me too. Like a lot of people celebrated the week before, but I people were celebrating this because I was out yesterday. There was people dressed up.
Exactly.
I was like, what's going
I
on?
was out too yesterday. I was just so confused. I'm like,
Was it Halloween? Yeah, I know. Like Halloween lasts like 2 weeks this year.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I went to the party last week too.
Oh yeah.
Last Friday. Yeah, and I was like, weird. I actually saw one of my ex teammates too. Like,
I thought you were gonna say ex-girlfriend. I was like, oh.
Oh no. But no, actually, TJ, the guy that I recorded with, he played at Champlain.
Shout out TJ.
TJ would have been good too. Now he's just fat too. Like he's like,
damn.
Like Mikey's diet. Him and Mikey are probably.
Who's worse, Mike or TJ?
Oh man.
I shouldn't even be asking them.
That's rough, man. Let me think. Cause the thing is, TJ's 6'7", man. So when TJ's fat, that's a lot of human.
Yeah.
It's a lot of human, like he's like, it's a big ass person, And I might have no friends after like 4 episodes. But yeah,
did Mike appreciate your comments?
Yeah, Mike actually gave me a call. Appreciate he said it was all facts. So anybody wondering?
Oh, okay.
He agreed.
Okay, he co-signed it. That's cool.
He co-signed it, so he agreed. He knows who he is. TJ's probably gonna get mad at this, but TJ's sensitive, so we're okay with that.
Oh, damn.
It was weird because it was a random party, just a bunch of random people. Like I hate parties, but I don't know about you. I've never been that. I'm not very social either.
Very low key.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't really going out doing that. Like, but I don't know. It was a long time since I did it, and like, I mean, free food. It's hard to say no to that. So.
It's my favorite word, bro. Free.
That's favorite. Yeah, free food. Yes. Yeah. So hopefully, Sushi Crescent. Again, we didn't get to you.
We're just waiting. Yeah, we're here chilling. We're waiting.
Hungry, but whatever. Yeah, man. So yeah, Halloween was chill. What else? Coach this week. We remained undefeated. We beat Champlain.
And another win.
Another one.
Undefeated.
Okay. We're gonna continue doing that. Pretty much it, man. It was a good game. We beat Champlain at Champlain. As I mentioned, it's always tough playing at Champlain, so it was a good win.
Yeah.
Took care of business. This week we're playing Outaouais, but at Outaouais. So I go like 2 hours on a Sunday too, but guess I'll do that and come right back here and do the podcast. But,
that's true.
Because games are like 3.
At 3.
So
how long is Outaouais from here?
2 hours. 2 hours. About 2 hour drive. So we'll probably leave around like noon.
Yeah.
Something like that. Get there, play the game, be back here. We'll be back there at 7:30.
Yeah, I won't manage.
But
Do you think it's good for your team though? Like, obviously, it doesn't happen every week, but like a long trip like that, like just some team bonding and stuff.
I think it's like anything, like you just adapt. Like it's actually funny because we're adapting. Obviously, you guys can notice that our studio's a little different. We're a little closer than I'd like to be, but it's actually quite comfy because those chairs.
Is very
like,
comfortable.
no disrespect for those chairs. Thank you, no space. But those chairs are killing my back. Like they're like weird angles and stuff. So this couch is.
I'm sure.
But you just gotta adapt. So you adapt to anything. That's why, like, me, I compare everything from basketball to life. So. Those trips where you travel and it's weird that you get off a bus, your legs are tired, your legs are like sore, and you have to play a game. So it's good to adapt, but then eventually you start realizing that like it's all mental. Like you play, like with Concordia, there was time to fly. We'd fly to Vancouver, we'd fly to I don't even know, Miami, and your legs are dead, and you get off the plane, go to practice, and then eventually you're like, oh, okay, I can do this. Or you have practice at 5 a.m. and you're like, there's no way I can play basketball at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, you just do it, and you realize. you're not stronger mentally than you think you are, that your body kind of follows your mind.
So your mind really like takes over.
Oh yeah, the mind is everything, man. That's what like people don't understand. That like once you get your mind right in anything, like in any aspect of your life, like right now, obviously it's a silly thing to say we adapt a little bit. It's just like, you know, we get comfortable in one area now, something changes, you have to get comfortable again. Same with basketball, you know, you get comfort of like, okay, we play in Montreal, we do this. Oh, now I have a 2-hour drive, gotta refocus, play in a gym that we're not really used to. Things like that. But like anything in life, your friendships, your relationships, you know, like, but that's how you grow, that's how you learn, you know, like, and then you learn that it's just your mind, whatever you're telling yourself, your mind, that's what's happening. Like I mentioned it, did I mention it last week? We talked about how everyone's insecure, you know? It's all mindset, you know? Just like, that's how I kind of focus. We talked about that girl, I told you that girl with the perfect face. Can't really say her name. I nicknamed her Kiwi, just because.
Kiwi. Okay.
I can explain why, but I like Kiwis, so I like her, so why not just put both of them together, you know? But like, shout out to Kiwis, because Kiwis are so underrated, because like,
you're talking about the actual.
You know, I had her too. She's underrated too, but like actual Kiwis too, because Kiwis are like legit amazing. Like they're an amazing fruit, and no one talks about them. They're always talking about apples, bananas. Like Kiwis are legit.
Okay, Kiwis are mangoes. Mangoes, like that's my ish.
See, mangoes are more appreciated in like society. I feel like Kiwis are disrespected because people are like, oh, they're furry. But it's like, if you don't like the fur, just take off the like. Don't disrespect Kiwis, man. Like seriously, like. Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
Yes.
Back to the other Kiwi with the perfect face.
Yeah.
Yo, we didn't turn it again.
Okay.
You got one job.
I mean,
man.
we were just talking about like adapting and.
That's true. That's true.
See, one day we'll get the hang of this.
Yeah, I'll compose myself. All right, there we go. Welcome to episode 3. But yeah, no, like just adapting and stuff. And, like, once I realized that, once my mindset, because I'm seeing this girl Kiwi, and like, there's issues like any relationship with somebody else, because you have to adapt, compromise, things like that. And when you really like someone, then you kind of see those things pop up, and then like either they come up negatively because your insecurities pop up, and then your relationship with that person kind of breaks down, or you can kind of take a step back and like look at like introspectively and be like, oh, okay, what is my mind doing? What is my mind creating these scenarios or whatever, you know? And then once you resolve those issues, you understand that you can like completely change your perspective on things and anything, you know? In basketball, if you change the perspective of like, oh, it sucks. Like I used to tell the kids, like we tell them a game at 9 a.m. Like, oh, we have a game at 9 a.m. That's so rough. So I know, like, but the other team is also awake at 9 a.m. They're also doing the same thing. So it's just what mindset you have. You know, it's just like. So I just find it like super important for the kids to understand that you don't go to the West Side that far. Like it's only 2 hours. I mean, we've done like I remember when Corey we did a drive once to Toronto. You know, it was tough. You know, we were with Dawson. We used to do the same flood trips. Cause like I mean it's Dawson, like no offense, but we're always late. We're always behind schedule. There was one time we had to get changed in the bus in the middle of winter, put on our basketball shoes in the bus, run out in the snow, and we got there like Stanford was warming up. They're like sweating. We're like, our hands were frozen. We had like 13 minutes left in the warm up. We were just there. We got in, layups. We're like wiping off our shoes from the snow, and it was just wild. And it was just.
Did you win?
Did we win? I don't think we won, man. I don't think we won that game. Did we win? No, we didn't win that game.
I mean, shoot. I mean, then that means like after that you have to adjust it.
Yeah, I could adjust, but I feel like it's important. That's one thing that people don't really understand is how powerful your mindset is. Like what you're saying, like that self-talk, you know? Because everyone does it, you know? Everyone does it. You make a mistake, like, oh fuck, I'm an idiot. You know? It's like, okay, chill. Like, be like, I tell people like, be compassionate with yourself. You know? Like, one of my players actually, Mr. Jeremy Boucher, shout out to him. He's gonna be a special one. He's a little gym rat, and I appreciate gym rats. He actually gave me a lot of good feedback on the podcast and stuff. But I watch him play sometimes, and I just tell him too, like your body language, like it plays a role. Like if you're whatever you're showing out, like that's what's.
That's what you're thinking.
Like, so, like be positive with yourself, be kind to yourself. Like there's teammates where like let's say you miss a shot, they're like yo Kareem, don't worry about it. Like next shot, you're good. You know. But I'll miss a shot, and I'm hard on myself. You know, it's like. No, like be kind with yourself, you know, like it's just the game, it's just a game, but like it represents like creates these habits on all aspects of your life, you know, you're at work, you make a mistake at work, or you're at school, you know, you might get a bad grade on a paper or an exam or something, it's like instead of like getting frustrated, like or just try to find a solution. You know, but it's easy. Everyone comes with like problems. You know, like, oh, I got this problem.
Yeah.
Rarely do people just come with you with a solution. You know, like this is the solution to the problem. You know, that's when I coach. I tell my players like, yo, come with a solution. Don't come with problems. Like I know the problem.
Yeah.
You know,
what are you gonna do?
Don't tell me like, okay, we're having difficulty scoring.
Yeah.
What's the issue? What are we doing wrong? Like, be independent, because like
that's how you know it.
Yeah, like if a team relies on a coach to find all the solutions, that team's never gonna be very good. You know. You know, and that's just.
The players are executing at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so like, and I find that that's why you can tell great coaches from, like, you don't be such a control freak. You know, just let your team play. You gotta make them independent. You know, it's almost like I want to compare it to like parenthood.
Yeah,
but it's similar. It's similar in the sense of like parenthood. You're not supposed to control your kids. You're supposed to guide them in the right direction, support them in what they want to do, and like, you know, sometimes you gotta give them like an ultimatum. Be like, yo, okay, obviously playing PlayStation till 4 a.m. is not a good idea. Take away the PlayStation. It's not really controlling. That's just they're not mature enough to make that decision. You know, but it's just kind of the same thing in basketball. Like, you know, like sometimes you gotta yell at them or punish them. They gotta run suicides or push-ups or whatever. But like at the end of the day, it's just kind of teach them like, okay, self-discipline and all that. But that's super sidetracked. But
damn, that's a lot of chapters, bro. Yeah, I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready either, man. I didn't know I was gonna say all that.
I wasn't ready.
But yeah, it's a start, man. So, did you catch any CJ this weekend? I know Vanier won.
I didn't catch any games, but I know Vanier still undefeated, beat Momo.
Yeah, that was a big game.
186, man. It was a big game.
Yeah, I cut the game and, yo, I mean, that's a lot of talent on that court, man. Would have been a fun game to watch. Like, I was busy coaching, but, like, Vanier's looking good, man. I know we talk about them every week, but, like, I mean.
They keep winning.
Yeah, I love, like I said, like, I'm obviously represents my team and I love my team, but Vanier's looking good, man. Like Karim Main, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem, and again, you too.
Just their guard. They got everything.
They got everything. That whole team. So I mean, it's gonna be a tough team to play, man. So I'm looking forward to it. We play them in like 3 weeks. It'll be fun to play them tomorrow. But like,
I want to see that. I just hope like y'all are both like undefeated at that point.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's still gonna be a big game. I would like to see that.
Yeah, hopefully, man. I mean, the way it's looking, I don't see how Vanier can lose, man. But, so yeah, it'd be fun if we could both be undefeated on that point. But yeah, man, like. Yeah, and then Momo's still good, man. Like they played well. They have a lot of good things, man. Like Blondeau, their third-year guard, is one of my favorite players, man. The kid can attack really well.
He's a baller.
He's a baller. He just knows how to win. He just plays hard. He needs to work a little bit on his jump shot, a little bit here and there. But I mean, he's hitting his three pretty consistently right now.
The coach says it. I would listen. 100%.
No, I've spoken to Blondo a couple times, and he's a good kid, man. I hope he. I mean, any university he gets into, be lucky. Either south of the border or anywhere in Canada.
You feel like he's one of those guys that wants it.
Oh,
there's a lot of guys that like have talent but just don't like want it. You feel
he loves the game, man. You tell like you can't do what he does at this level and not love the game.
Yeah.
Especially at his size. You know, he's not like a guy who's just 6'8" and just like kind of chills and like kind of dominates out of just pure size and advantages like that. Like he's not that tall, man. He's like 5'11", 6'1", somewhere around there. I don't really know. Like that. It's super vague. Sometimes he looks taller, sometimes he looks shorter, but he's
Just the hair? No, with the hair.
Maybe. You can have a hot top. But I like him a lot, man. He's a little baller, man. So hopefully, like I said, man, like I said, I don't wish any. Like we're rivals, competitors, you know. Like I hope we go to Momo and beat them 100-0. I hope he scores 0 points. But if he's playing Vanier, I hope he scores 50. You know, like my thing. You know, I hope Karim Main and him score 50 each, and it's a fun game to watch. You know, like for me, it's all the same. You know, like that's why I find there's a lot of like. For you've grown up in Montreal, right? So like so, but you, I know you speak with that Toronto fans and that.
Oh,
Toronto fan.
I'm born in Toronto, but I was raised like here. But like when I'm not here, like I'm in Toronto.
I want your opinion on like Montreal basketball. Like, what do you think the difference between Montreal and Toronto basketball is?
The difference between the two?
Yeah.
I mean, I think over the years, I would say one notable like difference is Toronto has had a lot more exposure. Just in the last couple of years,
Speaking like media-wise?
Like media-wise, yeah, exactly. And I think Toronto has had more exposure, so that definitely has like a part of it. I think what the difference would be, I don't know what it is.
Why do they have so much more success, let's say hypothetically? Like other than like, let's say Lubin's going to Arizona State, and he might be one and done, man. He's a monster. Like,
I'm calling him now. What is that? That guy's too nice.
Yeah, no, he's a special.
Like he's supposed to be
special athlete as well. Hopefully he's one and done. Lubin's kill it this year and get drafted.
We're supporting him.
Get drafted in the first round, so I look like a genius. And then we got Quincy Gary, who's going to Syracuse.
Yeah, shout out to Quincy.
Another big commit. I think that was a perfect fit, man.
Yeah.
I did call it.
You did call it.
You did call it Syracuse because I felt like that was a perfect fit for him. You know?
Yeah. I called the Oregon. I thought he was gonna go to Oregon.
The Chris Boucher connection.
Chris Boucher, and like so many Canadian guys go to Oregon.
Legit.
I was like, oh, maybe like he's probably.
Yeah, Oregon. I think Oregon was like Oregon's smart because they just popped out of nowhere and just started recruiting all the Canadian kids because there's a lot of talent here, man. There's a lot of talent in Montreal for sure.
Talent, that's for sure. Montreal has a lot of talent.
But then my thing is just why is it not like there's a lack of my thing? I believe there's just a lack of unity, man. There's such a separation between different programs, different schools, different leagues that like causes like this lack of growth in Montreal basketball.
You think it's just not as? Well, actually, I'll give you this. Though. I don't think it's as organized as. Just off the top of my head, that's one thing.
Yeah,
I noticed like it's not that organized as it should be.
No.
Because like there is talent and people love basketball here. So
yeah, legit.
I don't care what anybody says. Basketball, like I can almost say it's a staple here. Obviously, it's not like the most popular sport, but people always show out to games and people.
Would you say it's the second most popular sport? Like behind hockey, I don't see like soccer's super popular as well, but
I think in Toronto, I'll give basketball. Obviously, hockey is number one in Toronto and both Montreal. I feel. I think basketball, just off of what I see, basketball has a slight advantage in Toronto. I'd say here a little bit more soccer over basketball.
Really?
I think there's just a lot more people playing it. I feel.
Well, also Montreal has that European vibe too.
Of course, yeah. Exactly. I mean, even I started off playing soccer like before.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like everyone like played soccer before going on to another sport or whatever. So
that's true. That's true because it's a simple sport to play. It doesn't cost a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All you need is a ball.
Basketball too. You need a court.
You need a court too. Sure.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
I think that's the best thing though. Organization, just like for tournaments and the teams as well. I feel there could be a lot more.
I feel like we're competing against each other.
You think
like
so?
And it's just
in what way?
In the sense that like we're not supporting different programs, we're not supporting different players.
Mm-hmm.
As in like, this guy plays for team B.
Mm-hmm.
This guy plays for team A.
Mm-hmm.
Team A has connections that could help out a player on team B.
Yeah.
They won't help him out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
I hear that a lot though. Not even just with basketball, but just a lot of things in the city. I feel whether that be music. I know I have friends that do music and stuff, and like that's one thing that comes up a lot. Like, Montreal doesn't support each other enough.
Yeah,
I think that has some.
But it's a divide with the language as well. I believe there's the French and English side. Like legit, like if you go in the West, it's English, and then you go into the East, it's French.
Yeah.
And like the middle is a little mixed, and I find there's a barrier there as well, which is weird. Like you think in 2018 we wouldn't have this like weird divide, but like I get into too many social issues because this was a chill Sunday night. But
it kind of pisses me off too, because it's like, to me, I've always said this, like, obviously, like, you said, like, I talk with the Toronto slang and everything. I rep Toronto, like, every time, like, all the time. But Montreal is, like, home to me. But, like, I love Montreal over, like, anything. And part of that reason, I feel like, I said talent, I just feel it's just a great city. And I think it should be put out more to the world. It's a big city, but I still feel that, like, just worldwide, it's not seen as it in a way. I feel like Toronto was kind of like that before. Yeah. It's always been a big city. Within that city, like everyone in Toronto knew, like this is it, right? And it just took a while before it became more of a brand staple. I feel Montreal should be at the same place.
Well, Montreal, I mean, it's pretty a hot destination in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of things. The Grand Prix, there's the jazz festival, there's the comedy festival, there's a bunch of interesting things, and a lot of cinemas filmed here. I just find that in the sports world, there's a lot, like especially basketball, just because I'm from Arizona, and like how the basketball systems are run there. There's a lot of
you know the difference.
Huge unity, regardless. Like I would play against guys that would talk shit to me for, like just pick a ball. Like they talk shit to me for hours, and just about how much I suck. The game would be done. Help me out. No, dude, help me out after. Like, hey, fix your shot like this, dribble like this. You know, when you're passing the ball, like, you know, just give me little tips. Like after getting coaches with the other teams would come and talk to me. So you're great. Do this. You know, and like here I find that like, oh, okay, you're not my part of my program. You're not part of this. Then I don't care about you. It's like, oh, you know, like, oh, I will connect for you, but you're not my player, so I don't care about you. You know, it's just odd.
It's kind of unfortunate too, but also I feel like maybe at some point, there's kind of like Toronto, like one of the reasons it's starting to blow up now, not even just in basketball, but everything. Sometimes it just takes that one guy to like put the city on, and then everyone just sees that. Oh, okay, this is
his first game. Like,
his big game with the 905. He scored 30. He had 33 points, 14 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks.
That's important. And then like that's one step, and then hopefully Lugans makes it. Hopefully Quincy makes it.
For sure.
Hopefully some of these other guys, Nathan K.O. at Richmond, can make it to the league eventually, or anywhere, even in Europe. Like that's another thing. Like I find in Montreal, it's like either if you don't make it to like
MTL,
like Chris Joseph, who played at Syracuse, the same as Quincy. Chris Joseph has had a great career in Europe. Like, you know, top leagues in France and stuff. And it was like Montreal should be proud of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's an accomplishment. That's not something easy to do, you know. But like I find
even Joel Anthony
was in 2
championships in Argentina, and I don't hear anyone.
He won 2 championships in the NBA.
Yeah, he won the NBA too.
You know what I mean? Like he played with LeBron James.
Yeah.
He went to Dawson. He was at your school.
Yeah, at Dawson. Yeah.
You know, like he went to that. You know, like.
No, to me it's just cool. It's like,
and he played Division II at Dawson.
It was Division II at the time.
He didn't. No. There's a Division I. He didn't make the Division.
Oh, he played Division.
Yeah, he got cut Division I.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like.
And look where he is now.
That's what I mean. And it's like, but tell that story to people. Let them know. Be proud. You know. You go to Dawson, and like I love Dawson. That's my alma mater. But there's nothing about Joel there. There's nothing.
I feel like a lot of people don't even know who.
There's nothing about it. You know. That's what I mean. You go to Dawson, who Joel Anthony? Oh, you don't know. He made about $15 million from basketball. Played with LeBron James. Has 2 championships. The history of Montreal basketball. Like I came here in 2010. And it's like. I learned it quick because I'm a basketball head and I talk to people. I talk to my coaches. I want to know this and this, you know. Like Trevor Williams spoke about him last week. Like he showed me videotape of him playing against the Dream Team, like against Michael Jordan. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, people don't know. He played against the greatest ever. You know, he played against the greatest team ever. And like, it's cool, but it's like, where's this information? There's a lack of like unity. That's the unity.
That's the word, man.
Like if you want a future with anything, you need to understand the past.
Exactly.
They're trying to create a future without being knowledgeable of the past. And there's a lack of respect for some of the vets and all this and this, you know, like I was super proud to play Dawson because I was playing for Wayne. And I was like, Wayne's a Montreal legend, you know? So, I don't know, man, that's what I was.
Yeah, unity, that's what it is, man. If y'all picked up anything from this, it's just like, come together, man. Like, we're a great city, man.
Yeah. There's a quote called, it's actually my favorite one. It goes, it's, you can go faster alone, but you can go farther together, you know? So you gotta make sure. And also shout out to J. Cole because he also said something like that. He's like, don't be proud of how fast you went because you might be going the wrong direction. You know what I mean? So shout out J. Cole, I miss J. Cole. But yeah, man. Like just about talking about novel history, like us, yes, we're Hoops on the Rise. Hope you guys like the new gear. Let us know, comments and all that. But also, we're not the first ones to do this. Like before us, we had a competitor, All-Star Basketball, who they stopped. And we have other competitors, Game Point and such. But before all of us, there was Keys Productions. You know, like when I played, there was Keys Productions. There was one guy, Mr. Shafiq Bakush, who did this by himself, trying to give us exposure. It was just to fill out his portfolio, but he really loved the game and did a great job. Like you guys bored, go on YouTube, Keys Productions, Dawson versus Danny. If you guys want to see me, I hit a couple shots, whatever, you know. We beat Danny that year, but it's all good.
Flex, but okay.
That's actually my new favorite meme. Those green flex, but okay memes are my new favorite memes. That's fucking amazing. But yeah, like we have to understand it. Like me and my partner Russell, we actually met with Shafiq again. Like it's the second time we meet with him, and had just a good talk about like we respect what he did. Like we let him know like without you we probably would have, we filled in the gap that he did, and we tried to take it a step further. Luckily, we had social media and things are a lot more bigger, or much bigger now than they were during his time. Like, if he had Instagram and all that, well, I think Instagram just started. I don't know, but like it wasn't as big as
it wasn't what it is now. Yeah.
So like, I mean, I think he would have a lot more success though. But like, he's working for the Canadians, so he's killing it himself. But like,
and it's important. Like, you give him the respect, and he appreciates you.
Yeah, like
give him that, and like he appreciates like, oh, like I started all this in a way.
Yeah, so I mean, like he teaches us a lot. Cause I remember I tell him like, you put a teammate or put a player on the screen for 1 second, that kid's happy,
Yeah.
And we try to do the same thing when I'm cutting games or making highlights. I try to get everybody I can, just make sure they get to see themselves. It's a cool experience, a cool memory. Even if you don't play basketball at the next level, whatever. It's like, hey, like you can show your friends, your kids, your girls, whatever you want to do. Girl, we're faithful. I don't got no multiple girls, but. Yeah, so that's it. I think it's super important to understand knowledge, understand the history, it creates knowledge, but like, then you don't make the same mistakes, like history will often repeat itself, because you're not knowledgeable, it's not like wars and all this, again, we're not getting social issues, but like, it's how these things start, Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm excited, man, it's like, the leagues are looking good, players are looking good, you gotta watch that stuff.
Yeah, man, no, it's fun, man, I'm seeing it grow too, I just know. I feel at first I felt like basketball wasn't as popular, just period. And I feel now
when you were younger.
Yeah, when I was a bit younger. Obviously, I wasn't into the sport as much as now, but I see a lot more people packing into gyms. I go to games sometimes, and I'm just surprised at like the outcome and stuff. I'm like,
that's actually funny. I was actually thinking the opposite. Because I remember when we were at Dawson, man. Dawson, our gym would be packed. Packed. Like full gym. And now I don't really see it anymore. It's kind of odd, man. It's odd. That's why there's a lack of support there as well, Like, people are like, oh, I want to see that game. They're like, oh, is it filmed live? Because I want to watch it from home.
Yeah.
And that might just be a generational thing. Maybe people just are like, why go to that play? I can just watch it from home, type thing. But,
I mean, even like our mixtapes and stuff, like people just, they're just waiting for the mixtape or whatever. Exactly. And it is fun, but like.
Yeah, my thing was like, watch a mixtape, watch a mixtape of Blondo's great. Watch a mixtape of Karim, watch a mixtape of Seb Lamotte or Jashante or Sammy, KO, and but like, come watch them live.
Yeah,
come watch a game live.
It's a different experience.
Like, you want to see how good Vanny is? Come watch them live. Watch 40 minutes. You want to see Momo at Momo. You want to see Verbeff at Verbeff. You want to see Champlain, Dawson, all these schools. Like, if you have a chance, you get that free Friday night, free Sunday afternoon.
For sure, man. And that's what it's so fun when you bring your friends and stuff.
It's like what, $5, $10, maybe, I don't know. It's like $5.
There's just some schools. Some schools don't even ask for a fee.
Yeah, just come support it, and it creates, it's a cycle, man.
People are good.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. You might enjoy it. You might become a fan. Support your school. It's a cycle like that. University players come support the CJ players. CJ players go watch them in university. Because when I was at Concordia, the gyms are empty sometimes too. It was like, yo, come. Yeah, there's talented players. I mean, Concordia. They got Ricardo. They got what's on Concordia? I'm not gonna get mad at me because they're my team. Let me throw out another name. Oh, the shooter. Oh man, Adrian, my bad, Adrian, one of the best shooters in Canada. Like legit best shooters in Canada, not just like Quebec, in Canada.
Yeah.
Come check him out. And like Miguel has Paquin, probably the best point guard in the country, in my opinion. Well, except Carlton has a point guard who's disgusting too. Bishops, they got great players as well. Laval has a bunch of athletes that are fun to watch, and like just come watch it, come support it. And Vipers, high school kids should come watch some CJEP games. High school kids should come maybe if high school kids come and watch CJEP, they won't be so focused on going to a prep school or this and that. They'll be like, it'd be fun to go CJEP. And then education-wise, it's a lot smarter decisions.
And that's part of it too, though, because like you see people, leaving here to go to other schools. Not that that's bad or anything.
Yeah.
More power to the people like Lugans or Quincy who are
and if it's beneficial for yourself.
Exactly.
Just look at all your options and don't look down on an option in Quebec.
Exactly. And I think people just stray away from that sometimes. It's like,
I support all kids, man. If you have a great prep school looking after you and everything, go.
yeah, go, man.
If you're looking for a small little prep school in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming, like
just know that there's talent
here.
here.
Maybe go to Dawson, Champlain, Brevet, Banning, maybe it'd be a smart decision. You know? So like, I find that if they went to games, saw the crowd, see the coaches, see the players, they might get into it more.
Exactly, man.
But definitely, man. I don't know. Anything else to say about the Q before we jump into this NBA stuff? Because the NBA had a crazy week, man. Crazy week.
But we did shout out Chris Boucher, so shout out again.
We shout out Quincy. Everything else was good. Let me think.
Are we forgetting something? There were a bit less games this weekend.
Yeah.
Was it Friday? There was games
Today. I didn't think we got the stats yet. But no, shout out to the NBA, man. Crazy. Emotional week with that.
D-Rose?
Yeah, D-Rose, yeah.
D-Rose. Shout out D-Rose, man. Shout out D-Rose.
Yeah, okay, so like, for people that don't know, D-Rose was on top of the world in 2011. They went through like a 4-year span of just injuries, like just injury after injury.
Youngest MVP ever, bro. I think people forget that. Like,
yeah.
Youngest MVP ever. Bro.
Ever. And it wasn't even it was the way he did it. Like, he had this weird special athleticism. The reason probably got injured, I think he was too athletic for a human
Even
body.
when you see him like jump sometimes, you see him laugh.
Yeah, he was like a kangaroo, like a human kangaroo, and it didn't make any sense. And he was just like, I was like, man. But he was so fun to watch. Again, if people were bored, go on YouTube, check him out. Jeez. It was on him in his prime, but then like he drops 50 on Utah, which is like a great defensive team.
Man.
They're actually struggling around like 4 and 5.
Yeah. And Donovan Mitchell has like a sprained ankle or something.
He played yesterday.
He did? I thought he came out the game though.
I don't know. I was only watching the recap. Like,
okay.
But yeah, like also we're talking about great coaches. Quinn Snyder of Utah, amazing coach. But yeah, he dropped 50 on every defensive team. Like Rudy Gobert, like defensive player of the year candidate.
Yeah.
Just chilling in the paint, just scoring on him like it was nothing.
That was
Proud that you cried after. I almost cried after. That's just emotional for anybody. Like anybody going through injuries. It's like such what's one? 2 of my friends, a kid Olivier Cazur at Ottawa U. A couple of years of injuries, ankle and stuff, and hopefully that motivates him because he's coming back in January fully healthy and hopefully he has a big year.
We see the best, man.
And then Chris Dumba, a kid I played with at Concordia, he transferred to UCAM, ACL in February. Hopefully he comes back. He's looking good. I'm training him about once or twice a week, and he's looking healthy. So hopefully he comes back in January. That's what I mean. Like these little stories that NBA players have. It's so inspiring, you know. That Derrick Rose thing was emotional. Like they did this little montage.
Adidas.
Yeah. Little montage about like telling me all that. That got me so emotional.
It is though, cause like you feel for the guy, and I don't care. Everybody back in like 2011, bro, was a D-Rose fan.
Oh no,
it was just so fun to watch.
It was legit. Like it was impossible not to like him. Like I don't know. Like let's say I'm a LeBron hater.
Yeah.
Some people didn't like Kobe. Some people don't like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Everybody liked Derrick Rose.
You can't hate D-Rose.
No one.
You can't. And if you were not happy for him scoring that 50 points, something is seriously wrong.
No, legit. When he cried after that game, like he was doing like legitimate tears. You know, just like, and I got emotional. I'm not trying not to cry in public and stuff. You know, I'm like, you know what? This is so sad.
Because you feel for the guy, man. Like he's been working. Like he's one guy who works. So it's just like,
and it's such, you're on top of the world, and then like now people are making, now you're a meme. Like they just make fun of saying you suck.
Yeah.
This and this and this, and it's like now you just prove that like you still have something, you know.
Exactly.
But so that was crazy.
Actually, I was gonna ask you this, because like this is actually a rare scenario where like you have a guy who's at the top of the league, and then just comes back. Usually when they go through those injuries and stuff, usually at some point they just retire, or they're just never the same, right? And now D-Rose, I feel like I've never seen this, like all these injuries and he comes back and scores 50. But I was gonna ask you, who do you think, like back in the day, like off the top of my head, I'm thinking of like Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas, or Brendan Roy. Like, who are some of the guys that, if they didn't have all those injuries, would have been
well, top guys? 2 guys that you mentioned right now. Well, there's Grant Hill as well.
Grant Hill for sure.
Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady,
Mhm.
T-Mac. But Agent Zero, it wasn't injuries. He was just dumb. Like,
No, that's true.
brought a gun into a locker room. Like, and he's from Arizona too.
I didn't
What is
hear
wrong
about
with
that.
him? But he has the best Instagram ever. So like, shout out to him. Shout out to also Joel Embiid, the craziest Instagram. Did you see what he put up
For Andre Drummond?
For Andre
He
Drummond?
was building. What was it?
He's like, I got a lot of real estate in Andre Drummond's
Yeah.
head. And then he has a picture of him with bricks in Africa, like he's building a
Oh,
house.
and even after that, like after
And he put a
they
story.
won, right? Yeah, he put a story on his like mood. It was Andre Drummond dancing.
Andre Drummond with terrible dance moves. And I was like, Joel
He's
Embiid's
the
so
biggest.
savage.
I love him, bro.
Biggest troll. Biggest troll in the NBA. And then but Gil Arenas was that too. It's just Gil Arenas from Inglewood, California.
Yep.
Poorish neighborhood. Had some gangster in him. A little too much gangster. Just a little bit too much. And got himself kicked out of the league. But Brandon Roy is probably the one I would say.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite players too.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody said it. Like Kobe said it. Ron Artest said it. That he's like the toughest to guard. Like he's just too tough. Like too tough. And it's just like his knees just gave out. Man.
Yeah.
Greg Oden too would have been a monster.
Greg Oden, number one draft pick, man.
Beautiful.
Over KD.
Yeah.
Over KD,
Yeah,
bro.
it's beautiful that they're like, oh, how did he get picked over KD? If you look back at it in the national final when he played Florida, when he was with Ohio State,
Yeah.
he went up against Joakim Noah and Al Horford, two
That's
NBA big men, and dominated them. Like they were like his children.
Yeah.
It was just obvious. And then every time he was healthy in the NBA, he averaged like 20 and 10. So like you understand why he went first, and it's just unfortunately his knees also gave out.
Yeah.
Brandon
I'm trying to
Williams-
make him come back too.
Yeah, it's just interesting. That's why I think he kind of disappeared. What I respect about Brandon Roy is he became a coach, inspired a lot of kids. That's the thing. Like it's always trying to find solutions to things. And my thing is like whatever you want for yourself, give to somebody else.
Yep.
And usually like the universe in a kind of way will just kind of give back to you. You know, if you need help, help someone. You know, like if you want to be loved, like love someone. Like
Exactly.
you know, and like if you
You have to reciprocate.
yeah, it'll all come back to you. People are like, if you're unselfish, it usually comes back. You know.
And even just to your point about like adjusting and stuff, right? So like D-Rose, for example, right? So he gets all the injuries and stuff, and he tries to come back and tries to go back to that same MVP D-Rose he was, but at some point you just realize like I can't, right? So he's like, okay, let me adjust to being a role player in New York, for example, right? That doesn't go as planned. Okay, I'm in Minnesota now, and we adjust, and I know there's other stars on this team, like I'm gonna do my part. So you just adjust to whatever is given to you. And look, now 50 points. I mean, he comes back.
Yeah, it's so awesome, man. But that's what I mean. Like, there's levels to like. And you see Klay Thompson go off for 52 and 14 threes.
I was actually mad, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I was like,
remember last Sunday? I was like, Klay Thompson might go for 60 tomorrow. And he went for 52.
And a record 14 3-pointers in a game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's the Warriors system, and that's why I'm telling you the Warriors are unbeatable. It's not their talent. It's their style of play and the fact that they're so unselfish from the top to the bottom. Like unselfish. Like Steph Curry, who had the record for most threes in the game.
Yeah. He was passing the ball to Klay. He wanted him to be
break the record. That's so unselfish of him, you know?
I don't think there's ever been a team like that.
No, that's what I mean. That's why they're unbeatable. Like even when I don't know if you heard that quote from Steve Kerr when they asked about DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is a 1-year thing.
Yeah. Like, he said it straight up. Like, this is
gonna
1 year. We're gonna help him win a ring.
Help him win a ring. Help him get a big contract because we can't pay him because we have too many guys.
Exactly.
Hopefully he gets his $100 million contract. But it's just like it's a different level of consciousness where you're like, okay, this is unselfish. Like, okay, we're gonna have you for a year. Let's have this for fun and we do this. You know?
They're motivated. They're like, okay, we want to get you.
Yeah.
They did the same thing for KD when he came. It's like, okay, KD wants a ring.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do our part to make sure he gets a ring.
It's so interesting, man.
That's crazy, man. And even I heard Scottie Pippen say this the other day. I was watching The Jump on ESPN, and he was just saying that KD has the talent to be the greatest scorer ever.
Yeah,
right?
legit. He's
Like
7 feet.
7 feet.
He does everything.
Unguardable.
Yeah.
But he still accepts his role his role. He's still like a star player, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows like he's doing everything for the better of the team and not himself.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Creating this culture there, and I find that like that's super important, man. Super important.
That's crazy, man. With all that talent, you got 2 MVPs on that team, man.
Legit.
One back to back, one is a unanimous MVP, and you're still like, okay, Klay, go be my record. I'm cool with that.
Because their mentality is now, it's like, okay, I'll beat it next time. You know?
And they can't. Like they can't.
Steph Curry could. And then Klay Thompson will support him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's crazy. Like, oh man.
I was just mad though. Like no lie, because I'm like, what are you gonna do with this team?
I know, man.
You can't.
I don't know, because I'm looking around the league. There's good teams like your Raptors and the Bucks are both what
7-1.
8-1.
8-1. Yeah.
Top on the East and the West. You have the Warriors. Also, the Warriors, we don't count them on top of the world, and the Nuggets still winning.
Okay, I'll give you props though. Like,
Nuggets are 8-1 now. They're
I'll give you
8-1.
props for that.
Jokic, and I'm telling you about that unselfish. Jokic is that man.
Mm-hmm.
His team follows him because he doesn't care about.
They have a good team.
He had 9 points yesterday. He had 16 assists and 12 rebounds. And he didn't even care about triple double.
Yeah.
I don't care. Just kept passing the ball.
Yeah.
Kept doing. His team was up 20 at one point. Like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do it. And now, I'm telling you, if he wins MVP, I'm gonna look like a genius. And then Jokic will come on the podcast and give me a
I
drink.
still don't have him in my top 3 though.
Oh, Kareem, man, we're having a great podcast, and now you're gonna be
Bro.
freaking
Bro.
brain tumor.
Okay, bro. I want to know how many people actually think Jokic is in the MVP race. No disrespect.
Okay,
I said it's gonna be All-Star.
Nobody in the Warriors is allowed to be in the MVP race because
No, it's unfair. Wait, actually, do you think that's fair though?
yes, it's fair.
Like,
I think Steph Curry should be the MVP.
Steph is leading in points right now.
Yeah, that's cool, but their team's
Yeah, that's
stacked.
cool. He's only averaging like 33.
Like 35. So I don't know. His team's stacked, and so no, he can't.
I know he's not gonna win.
So then,
Do you
so
think
those
that's
are
fair?
3 other top 2 teams. What were the 3 other top teams?
Top team.
Raptors,
Yeah.
Bucks, Nuggets.
Yeah.
Who's the best player on the Raptors? Kawhi. Who's the best player on the Bucks? Giannis.
Giannis.
Who's the best player on the Nuggets? Jokic. So there's your top 3 MVPs. And that's how you do it, guys. That's science.
Because I feel they're more of a team than just Jokic running the whole thing. They got Jamal Murray. They got
Jamal Murray
Derrick.
averages like 12 points a game.
No, but they're a good team. Obviously, Jokic is like a catalyst for that, but he's not like.
Because all those other guys are replaceable. Jokic isn't.
No, but as a team, they fit well together. Obviously, you need Jokic to be successful.
I'm saying
like
that. I'm saying that all those other guys are replaceable. An MVP is the most valuable.
No, he's valuable.
You take away Jokic from the Nuggets and put any other big other than Anthony Davis, and they're worse. That's just what I'm saying.
Marcus Cousins.
Worse. 100 times worse. They don't even make playoffs.
What? A healthy DeMarcus Cousins
Yeah.
on the Nuggets.
Yes.
They're not making the playoffs.
Not Jokic, no. No.
I don't even know what to say, bro.
There's nothing to say because you know I'm right.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm right.
Dog. Okay, next.
Okay, next topic.
Bro, next.
Okay, we'll finish off with the rookie.
Oh
of the year,
my
'cause,
god, bro.
When Jokic wins, I'm gonna replay this just so you feel stupid.
Nah, bro.
And then
But he's not.
okay, we'll agree
not.
that you're wrong and I'm right. And
I gave you the All-Star. He's gonna make the All-Star team.
that's obvious, man. That's
Yeah,
obvious.
it's awesome.
Oh my god. Okay, anyways, when he wins MVP, we'll have a talk. Rookie of the year is getting interesting though.
That is gonna be interesting. Trey Young.
Trae Young is. I just made a bet too with my boy Schneider. $25 that.
He was Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, because no, he says he's gonna be rookie of the year. I still think it's Thompson.
Doncic. Yeah.
He's arguing with me that Trae, because Trae's put on some stats. Because you know what I realized is his shooting is what got like the most that what made him famous.
Yeah.
But it's his passing.
I was about to say that.
He has ridiculously good passing skills.
And I don't know if I mentioned that in the first episode. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but like, obviously, like you said, great shooter, but like, he's such an underrated passer. Oh no, because I was saying that he compares himself more to Steve Nash
Yeah.
rather than Steph. And like in the first couple of games, I'm like, yeah, he's a good passer, but I see more of Steph. Then he dropped 16 assists. the other night.
Yeah, 25
24 and 16. I'm like, okay, now I see it. And he's a willing passer as well.
Yeah, legit. And he makes the right passes. Like passes that coaches love, those weak side passes, little extra passes, little dump off passes to the right guys at the right time. So yeah, I get why. I still think Doncic is just.
I actually got Doncic.
Because the thing is, Doncic, they're probably gonna make playoffs, or at least be close to playoffs.
Mavs?
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, close. Because I don't think Lakers make the playoffs. If they don't make playoffs, I will just be the happiest person.
Right now, it's not looking.
I'll be the happiest person ever.
If they don't.
Yeah, if LeBron misses playoffs,
they're making the playoffs.
we're with the Lakers.
They're making the playoffs. Even the Rockets and the Thunder are struggling right now. So like, I don't look at the Lakers struggles right now as like a bad thing. We knew this was gonna happen.
No, like you said, they were good.
No, they're gonna be good, but I said it was gonna take time because like you have to gel all the young guys and freaking just Lance and Rondo.
They should trade LeBron for Jokic. And they didn't happen. You can't. They didn't make playoffs. Shout out Jokic.
Okay, you're not serious.
If I was a Laker GM, I'd trade LeBron for Jokic and some sushi. Sushi cups.
LeBron, we're talking about the same, like LeBron James.
Yeah.
For Jokic.
Yeah.
The best player in the game and some sushi. That's how you close
That's
the
my
deal.
trade. That's my trade.
Will they make the playoffs? Yes. So Lakers will make the playoffs with Jokic, but not with LeBron.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro?
LeBron is a defensive liability right now.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And
Is he still nice though?
He's alright.
So you take Jokic over arguably top 5 all time.
Yeah.
And you
he's not top 5 right now, he's out of his prime, man.
LeBron's still in their prime, bro.
He's not in his prime.
Oh my god, dog! What are you watching?
Oh man.
Bro!
Oh, they're so funny, man.
Oh, we're talking about the same player, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just tired and I want some food. Oh yeah, we got anything else?
I don't know, man. This has been running for a while.
We've been running for a while and I'm tired.
Because there's a lot of things to get into.
Yeah, we've been doing a pretty good job now.
I think
It's
so.
a good week, man. It was a good week. So again, nothing coming up this week. There's anything. We'll see if the Bucks and the Raptors continue this. I feel like the Bucks are gonna dip soon. Yeah. Again, hopefully Vanny stay undefeated, please. Hopefully Brevard can stay undefeated.
We want to see that.
We got 3 games left in the season. We got Uruguay on the road, which will be tough. We got Momo, which is always tough. We always have trouble with them. And then we finish out with Vanny. So it should be an interesting next few weeks.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, man.
There's been a lot of action.
Yeah, man. So, how about you? Anything else before we cut this off? Some last words?
Obviously, well, just thank you to the people for watching this episode. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
This has been longer than usual.
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked.
It's a little sidetracked, but there's a couple gems you can pick up in there.
Yeah, a little wisdom here and there, a little laughs, a little jokes.
Yeah.
And always shout out from Sunrise. Follow Instagram, follow and well.
Follow and Rise podcast as well.
Rise Pod,
At Follow and Rise
a
pod.
little behind the scenes of our stupidness.
We're trying to be more active on it. Make sure to get your HOTR apparel. Website is coming soon.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Really?
Our online site is dropping.
The online
soon,
site is
so-
coming soon, so make sure to get your gear.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's a good one. Good to see you in a week.
It's been a while, man.
I know.
This was good.
Yeah, it was good. Good.
Hopefully next time we'll have
Yeah, we'll have our setup. We kind of got that, but it's all right.
We adjusted.
We got that casting couch. Shout out to anybody who knows what the casting couch is.
On that note, we are ending this
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you, Zeno's Face, once again.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.